Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Dom Can't Pick a Background, so we're just going to go with this for now.
Oh, Ikora! Arai Tachimono! Nihongo! Oh! Anasuzo! Sugeina!
You can look everywhere and conclude that people are a little nostalgic from the 2000s. And I mean that weird era from 1999 to 2006. You know, Y2K, PS2s, Blackberries, all that jazz. But at least it's for aesthetic purposes and not just, remaking 80s films for a quick buck. Yet. Going back to the topic at hand, I wanted to discuss something that has unfortunately vanished to the times of the 2000s. Something that needs to make a return, to be brought back into the forefront. You know what I'm talking about.
Stoner movies, baby!
Many films can be categorized as stoner flicks, but I'm not talking about films that are only funny when you're high. And I'm not talking about films that are great to watch when you're high, because that's a completely different situation. That's movies that are just really trippy and you enjoy watching it. I'm specifically talking about films made for stoners, starring stoners. Or at least actors playing stoners. Films where lovable potheads are caught in a dire situation only to having to use their wits and run into hijinks and funny shenanigans. And you know what's a perfect example? How High 2! Starring Lil Yach.
We gon' be rich!
Dude, where's my car? Dude, where is my vehicle? Dude, Where's My Car is a film from the 2000s starring Ashton Kutcher and Sean William Scott, where two stoners have to find their car after a bitchin' party. That's it. That's all there is to the plot, and that's all you need, really. This isn't just an example of a stoner film. In my humble opinion, it is a quintessential stoner film. In the beginning of the film, we see these two himbos just being himbos.
Man, I just had the craziest dream. About what?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
In their cliche, messy house. And of course, 2000s. You gotta have pizza. Pizza's gotta be somewhere. So after being shown that these dudes are not only bad employees, they're also bad boyfriends. Though they can't remember anything, they know they have bought gifts for their twin girlfriends. So after heading outside, they go to their car.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
After some amazing stunt work that was not necessary, but welcomed either way, we are at the 10-minute mark of this film. And in a stoner film, you need something weird, stupid, and completely random. Like a dog smoking weed. Yeah. Later, we are introduced to the antagonist and obstacles of this film. That these 20-something stoners have to... Okay, the reason I put stoner in quotations is because they never really smoke in this film. They don't even take a sip of alcohol. Which honestly makes sense, because doing some research, you realize there was going to be a rated R version of this, but they toned it down so that way they can get little preteens in that theater, which I'm pretty sure they appreciated. But hold your horses. Even though you see a lot of boobs, no nudity. So this concludes that stoner films don't need drugs or sex? Question mark? Spanish question mark? After some BS, crude humor, blah blah blah, the movie ends. I'm sorry, do you care about this? Do you care about this film's plot lines? Because I sure don't. And why should you? When you watched Harold and Kumar, do you remember how the plot leads from one scene to another scene? No. The script literally goes, Harold and Kumar decide to go to White Castle, open parentheses, shit happens, close parentheses. And then they eat at White Castle. Dude, Where's My Car and other stoner flicks have a premise. And the writers have to think, what could be the funniest thing that happens to these characters? And in all honesty, that's the beauty of these films. For a good stoner movie, you need likable and relatable characters, a funny/interesting storyline, and a funny/interesting premise. One reason I think Dude, for short, is a cut above the rest is because it's not afraid to get out there. For example, after showing the clearly not an Adidas product placement, the boys meet a cameo, and that cameo being Fabio.
Yeah, what? Come on. Yeah, what? 'Cause I wasn't cool enough. Trick that.
And what do these boys do in this scene? Can you guess? Well, our main characters start making out with each other.
Come on. Here we go. Oh, let's do this. Here we go. The little thing.
And the scene ends.
The little thing.
It kind of makes sense how scenes can end like this because the writer wrote almost all of that 70s show, Old South Park, and Dog with a Blog. It's not even just the writing, even the editing gets freaky. You get these out of nowhere random scene transitions. People get titles for no reason. You have the main Chinese restaurant that they go to just called Chinese food with 5 O's for no reason. I mean, it's a work of art. This film has lived on through time. And by that, I mean reference and title because you can literally replace the word car with any other word in the English dictionary. What I would describe stoner films, and especially this film, is perfectly immature. It knows what it is and doesn't try to change anything about it. It doesn't want to teach anything. It wants to make you laugh by tickling that funny bone that makes you laugh at the stupidest and dumbest things. It's not high art. It's high art. I don't like rehashing things, so instead of making a remake of this film or a Paramount Plus TV series, let's just bring back stoner films and everything that was good about them. The writing, the soundtrack, not the transphobia. Transphobia.
I'm a gender-challenged male.
Oh, dude, you're a dude.
We can leave that back in the 2000s. So that was my video. Let me know your favorite stoner film or a film that you watch when you're stoned or just a film you like to watch under the influence. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.